Okay, there's the turn button. Okay. Hello, everybody. What's going on? I had to restart the live stream because unfortunately the live stream ended up canceling, or not canceling itself, but it ended up having something to do with my Wi-Fi connection. And I looked at my Wi-Fi connection, and it wasn't wasn't right. I had it on the wrong Wi-Fi, the Wi-Fi across the street, which was unfortunate, and it was weird because when I drive up to my driveway, um, the Wi-Fi automatically connects. So, hello, good evening, Pedro. God, my hair is all over the place. Um, Stupid hair should stop growing it out. No, I'm not gonna stop growing it out because look at how long it is, and this is the longest I've ever had it. But enough about my hair. Let's get straight to what I was actually talking about in the live stream that unfortunately ended itself. So, first of all, got something in this humongous box here. Let me take a step back. This is all Atlas Code 100 Flux Track. Now I bought this, or rather, my grandmother bought this for me as a Christmas present, and it just came in today, so I didn't get a chance to really, do anything with it. And it was interesting because it was on sale for like $85, and at that time I needed new track. Well, little did I know that that I was going to get two of these for Christmas. Now these are Atlas Code 100 track starter set. So I got two of these for Christmas. I've already used up one of them, which is out in the garage. There's out the papers that I don't need. Just toss that aside. But it came with two switches, a left and a right. See, ton of curves. I mean, a ton. And then two straights, a re-railer, and then a regular old straight. And then this is a clever design by the geniuses at Atlas, which I mean literally, the geniuses at Atlas. I'm so glad that they came up with this system, because my old system of running was one of those from like Athearn, the Athearn little, these right here. I actually have one. My old connection was one of these. It was actually this one, I think. And, no, it wasn't this one because it still has a prong on there. But what I did was I stripped the wires and plugged them into the little NCE power cab terminals. Toss that back down there. But the geniuses at Atlas give you this. Oh, yeah, they're separate. I forget. Totally forgot they were separate. They're rail joiners. And what's cool about them is they go on the other side of your track, just like normal rail joiners. But what's cool is they're pre-wired, which is really neat. So all I had to do was, with my other ones, strip the wires, because they're not pre-stripped. They're pre-wired, but not pre-stripped. And then just hook them up to the track, which was an amazing design. So now I no longer have any bad connections going on, which is amazing. And I've got a ton of extra rail joiners here. They come in packs of, not packs, but they come in little things of 4, and you have to bend them. Now that was a big difficult issue until I remembered I have some little cutters or pliers with a cutter on them, so I went and got those from in here and just went out there and went snip, 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 and just get going. It was really simple. Don't know why I didn't think of those before. But yeah, so I got enough track for right now, and I'm trying to find some rail joiners to cut these tracks, to cut these 3-foot sections. Ginormous. As you can see, there's 25 of them. and I forgot there was that many, so I just got them in today. And I was like, holy crap, that's way too much track. But then I thought, oh, wait, I'm building an expansion, so I need more track. Makes sense. Because the expansion is going to be, so my curves right now are 18-inch radius, which is what came with the starter sets. And that's pretty much what I need. I mean, all my locomotives pretty much operate on, their recommended radius is 22-inch, but they will go perfectly fine. They may look a little unrealistic with the overhang, but they're totally fine. They survive. I've never had a derailment from any of them, except on my old track, which is terrible, and alignment, and there was issues with my layout because it was just laid down with, like, there was that paper material, and then that was stapled to the board, and then that was laid down. The track was laid down over that, and there were some uneven boards which caused the track to be uneven. So when I fixed that problem, still the tracks were uneven, and it was a track problem, not the table's problem. So let me take my jacket off right quick because it is getting insanely hot. So hold on, let me take my nice Union Pacific jacket off, which is a brand new jacket that I just got for Christmas. Oh, okay. I'm back over here. So, like my shirt, it says, warning, I may spontaneously talk about trains. That was what my grandmother got me. I was like, that is absolutely me. Like, it's any random point in time, I could just start, I could be talking about, I don't know, I could be talking about anything, really. And then I switch over to trains, like, it's just spontaneous. It's something weird. Anyways, I guess that's just me. So that's the track. That's going down on the layout. As soon as I can cut it, get some rail cutters. And I don't think rail joiners are included on these. No, they're not. So I gotta get some more rail joiners. Okay. So that's another thing that I gotta get in a long line of others. Okay, so that's the track taken care of. So let's get on to what's going to be reviewed. First, let me grab, I don't actually have the object. It's out in the garage, sitting on the layout currently, but I do have the box. I can show you what it is on the box. Okay, I have it up the right way. This is a Athearn ready to roll Norfolk Southern Bethcon coal porter. There it is right there. And I believe, no, that's the running number. Here's the, here's the product number. ATH 81549. So if you want to go buy one of these, probably find them in the ATH 81 series. So, or if you just go on to like model train stuff, is I think where this one came from. Just search up Athearn Bethcon coal porters that come up. I know there's packs of 5, and then there's single ones. So I only got a single one, which is totally fine because I'm building basically a manifest train. And I don't live in Norfolk Southern area. I live in the Union Pacific area, as shown by my hat and my jacket. So, and most of the shirts I wear. BNSF and UP. Some BNSF. But I did catch that Norfolk Southern by mistake the last couple days ago. At first I thought it was a UPSC 70M because most that I've seen have high headlights, and I was like, well, that's weird. I'm gonna get to catch an SD70M because that day it had just been. No, there was SD70M on that one, or SD70 ACE. Sorry, not SD70 ACE on that one intermodal train. Anyways, so yeah, I don't live in Norfolk Southern area, Norfolk Southern running area. If that makes sense, maybe. I don't live in like Pennsylvania and stuff, obviously. Where Norfolk Southern runs literally day in and day out, in Iowa and other places, up north and down south in Texas. just watching the UP. So, anyways, that was just a little gift because I wanted some Norfolk Southern stuff to give my layout some diversity, but I also wanted some Union Pacific stuff because mainly all the stuff I own is BNSF and then predecessor railroads to BNSF, such as I have like one Atherton Blue Box ST40-2 that's a Burlington Northern, and it is not in running condition. I'll tell you that. It has a motor and everything, but there's very little to it. The details are all gone, like the handrails aren't there. The little dynamic brake area isn't there. The glass for the cab is gone, or plastic for the representing glass. That's gone. The light is gone. I think the motor is pretty much. I mean, the motor is trash. It shakes and rattles, and I can't get it to stay in place. And the gears are all messed up, and there's very many problems. So it just sits on my shelf. I've weathered it, and it looks really good weathered. But I've just set it on my shelf and was like, no, I'm not messing with that until I can find proper stuff to make this work. But yeah, and then I have 3 Santa Fe units. A Dash 8, a Dash 9, and a Santa Fe yellow bonnet. Gosh, what was it? GP39-2. It's over there on my shelf. And I just punched the wall with my box. Whoops. Anyways, yeah. And coal loads are included with these. Let's pop this back up on the shelf. Maybe there we go. There we go. Now stay up there. Now this one, you probably saw this one in a video, because I made a video of it. This is the Norfolk Southern ST60E I have, or ST60M. I always think, when I think Norfolk Southern, I think ST60M, or ST60E rather, because they have a couple ST60Es. I think 911 is NS911 is, I think, is a ST60E, and the Veterans Unit is also an ST60E. This is an ST60M. Thank you. Yeah, I also enjoy it. It's one of those models where you're like, it's not the best detail, but it is a pretty good runner. I'll tell you that. It runs really well. Although it's geared for more lower speeds, like yard speed, it's geared very low. It's one of those kind of, I think these are basically like Proto 2000 locomotives, but without all the detail. I think that's what these are, because it's a Walther's mainline. Because it's just as heavy as a Proto 2000. I went to a train show, and I saw a Proto 2000, but I didn't actually get it because I didn't know how good Proto 2000s were at the time. So I picked it up and I was like, holy cow, this is heavy, and this is my second heaviest locomotive. First one being a Kato, which is my Santa Fe-9. Brilliant runner. This one is pretty good. Although something is weird with the sounds, because it's got ESU lock sound, but the sounds are set very low from the factory, which is crazy, and which is not every locomotive. Most of them are set really high from the factory, and I have to turn them down. Some of them are set really low, like this one, and I've changed every volume CV there is, and the sounds will not go up. Well, they've gone up a little bit. I adjusted the, I put CV63, which is full volume, like the master volume. Thank you, Brian. The master volume, I set it at 192, and that's as high as it goes, and it barely increased the sound, which makes me think it's either the speaker or it's the sound system that's at fault. I don't know. I don't know if it's the speaker not being loud enough, like not being a big speaker, because I haven't actually taken apart to look at what the speaker looks like, or if the speaker is blocked by something, or if it was put in wrong, or if it's something to do with the decoder itself not being loud, which is making me think, what in the heck? Because I think this is Lockdown version 4, because it has the full throttle things and it has the nice exhaust sound to it, which is weird. Which is, I don't understand why it's doing that. But nonetheless, a great runner, pretty heavy, heavier than most of my others except for the Kato. Only 4 horn sounds and 2 bell, an E bell and a not even an EMD bell, it's a GE bell. The horns are all 5 chimes, and this one has a 3 chime. These mostly, I've mostly seen them with 3 chimes, and I mostly heard them with 3 chimes with the videos I've watched. And I don't even think 6808 has a 5 chime, which is weird. So if it's Lockdown V4, I know that if I had a lock programmer, which I don't, or loc programmer, however you say it, which I don't, then you can download custom sound files and then put them on here. But unfortunately, I can't. I don't have any custom sound files, so I might actually, when I actually get the detail pack for this thing, heck, I might just do this for ask for this as a birthday present. Get it sent off to somebody who can put custom sound files, figure out what the heck is wrong with the CVs, and weather it and detail it. Which I think I know a guy. But yeah, besides all the issues, it's a very great runner. Or the few issues that I have. I know a lot of people love these, and I do, but there's just a few issues with them. The headlights operate in the forwards direction as well as the number boards, which besides my 2 Intermountain Gevos is the only locomotive I have with operating backlit number boards, which is pretty cool. And the rear number boards as well are lit up when you go in reverse, as well as the reverse light, and it's pretty nice. I already have a video on this of doing. I don't know what I did with it, but I think I just did like chasing it around the layout. Which, if you want to go check that out, it's one of my more recent videos. But yeah, it's a pretty nice model, and that's about it. I just now noticed this. It doesn't even have a coupler cut lever. And I don't think the detail pack comes with that, unfortunately. It doesn't even come with MU hoses. I looked at the detail pack online and I was like, it comes with grab irons and I think that's it. Like grab irons, and I think that's it. There's pre-drilled holes here for you to stick them in. But oddly enough, it does not come with MU hoses or coupler cut levers, which is weird. Which I don't know if it's coupler cut levers. Oh, those are metal. The couplers are metal. I just now realized that. But yes, very nice model, and a review will be going out on this soon. So let me go put this back on the shelf track, which I made its own from the old track I have. I ended up keeping that because I had enough of it to where I could put it as a shelf track. So I had enough of that. I'm trying to see if I can weather it up, because one track, the track the SC60M's on, is in fact weathered, but it's the only piece that I've weathered. Let's see, I think that's about it. Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not even close. Never mind. Let's see, I have some stuff down here on the shelf that I totally forgot about. One of them is a tortoise switch machine. These are not going to be for turnouts, or this is not going to be for turnouts. I have to get another one of these. Probably wondering, if you're not using them for turnouts, then what are you using them for? And I will show you that right now. And it is, what I'm using them for are these NJ International Railroad crossings to make the gates go up and down. Now, I know that a lot of people not wire them up, but set them up to where it only does one gate. But that's for tortoise switch machines, and I only have one currently, and I need to get another one. But a lot of people told me on the group I'm in, HO Scale Model Railroading, on Facebook, I said, well, I have some of these crossings, and I only have one switch machine. I was wondering if um, you could do two, if you could do maybe four, and people said, yeah, you people usually wire them up or set them up to where there's two gates. Four might be possible, which is you're gonna have to have more actuators and basics. But I'm gonna set this up soon. I don't know if I need any special flashing units or anything like that. These are solid metal, except for the gates. I think the gates are plastic. But everything else is solid metal, although there are some parts bent, which is, it's human error. It's fixable. It's like some of the lights were bent, which was easy to change just by me bending it a little bit. Not too much because you might break it. So, yeah, these were nice. I looked at them. I took them out of the package. One of the gates was slightly bent, but it's plastic. It's pretty strong and tough plastic, so I just bent it up a little bit. It was bent to where you couldn't really tell from looking at it, like, above or far away, like you would on the layout. But looking at it up close and eye level, you're like, that's off. So, I adjusted it a little bit and made it better. Let's see, what else do I have here? Ah, yes, here we go. B&O style, what do you call these? Signals. B&O style signal. And this is a bidirectional, which I've not seen any of these. This is NJ International as well, which I've not seen any of these out here in Midland. I have seen the bidirectionals that are not these style, because these have like the 8 LEDs in them, but it's still fun to have them on the layout, right? It's a signal. I do have some modern block signals, like a lot of people call them like the Vader type. And I think technically they're called the D type. I don't know technical term, but they're block signals. They're the 3/3. This is a 1/8. 8? Yeah. I think these will operate on DC. I'm not sure. I don't know. Again, like the crossings, I don't know much about these. I do know that they're metal and they're pretty darn sturdy, because getting it out of the package, there was a little piece stuck. So I had to like shake it and shake it and shake it. And it ended up falling out. And I was like, oh no. And because I was afraid it was plastic. Because it kind of looks like plastic, but it's metal. I promise you, it's metal. Because I dropped it and I was like, oh no. I thought, oh god, I just broke something that I just got. Picked it up and it was completely fine, and I touched it to my lip, because when you touch things to your lip, you automatically know if they're metal or if they're plastic, or there's something about it. I don't know if it works for some of you, but I know it works for me. It's a trick that works for me. I've heard about it all my life. So I decided to try it, and I'm like, that's metal. Because it was cold. So I was like, that's definitely metal. And it felt like metal when I held it in my hand. It's pretty nice and heavy, and everything is very sturdy. Nothing seems to, want to break off every time you touch it. It's very solid. So 2 more things here. And they are I think the way you say it is process or process. I don't know. There's a name. Process or process. I don't know. What I do know is that I have a ballast spreader. I'll get this out. It's got a little red thing here, and you're probably wondering, what does that do? If you look at the bottom, you have your 2 slots for where your rails go. That goes on top of the rails. Then you have it's my right, your left, my left, or your right sides, and then you have your middle piece here to go in between the rails and cover the ties. When you push this lever forward, that little piece, that little silver piece, brass piece, whatever it is, goes back. And why does it do that? Because that's a little hatch that opens and closes to allow the ballast flow to stop. So when you pick it up, all you have to do is before you're done, just close it, pick it up, and boom, you've got no ballast spilling out all over the place that you have to vacuum up. It's really smart. And in the instructions it says better if you push it along. But I don't think that would work as well as pushing it with a locomotive or even pulling it. I was thinking, what would you do with just doing it by hand? It's gonna get really inconsistent. Even if it is mechanical, it's not mechanical. It's just gravity fed. I was like, even if it is like gravity fed, it's gonna get really inconsistent because stop parts where you have to stop and walk around your layout, like on curves and things, and really reach over. And for the people who have larger layouts with um, with parts that go way over or into a tunnel, what are you gonna do then? It's gonna get really inconsistent. You're not gonna have that tunnel part ballasted. It's gonna be really, really inconsistent. Pushing it with a locomotive should make it a lot more consistent, and therefore you can do pretty much anywhere on your layout, including tunnels, which is a good thing. Especially for me because I'm that one lazy person who doesn't like to do, you know, to do that by myself. I like something or somebody to do it for me. So this was absolutely perfect. That and I was looking at the ballast things online before Christmas, and I was like, that would be cool to have. But I've already made my Christmas list. I've already sent it out to everybody. But I got one anyways because I told my mom about it. I was like, and I think she's the one who actually got it. That or my grandmother. I was like, hey, check out this. Check this out. The ballast spreader. And she was like, oh, that's cool. And then, boom, I get it Christmas Day. What an odd coincidence. And then we have, from the same company, the ballast. The ballast glue applicator. Again, I thought pushing it or even connecting a coupler to it and pushing this with the front of the locomotive and pulling this with the end of the locomotive, maybe attaching a coupler somewhere and dragging it along. While this ballasts, locomotive goes over it, this glues it down at the same time, so you get everything complete. You don't have to worry about doing anything else. Now, if you get this brand's, they say that if you get this brand's, like the instructions say, if you get this brand's certain ballast, then it doesn't have to be pre-wetted before you glue it. But I don't want to get any ballast that's from the same company who made this stuff, because I like specific ballasting. There's specific ballast and there's specific ballast sizes out here that I've seen. There's different sizes, and I don't know if this company exactly makes all the right sizes. I know Woodland Scenics is pretty good, and they have the little ballast shakers, which I would need because I have this. So, yeah, glue spreader, and I think I'm gonna try to attach a coupler to it, to where it can drag along afterwards and not have a problem. Not have to do two separate things at two different times, like wait for everything to be ballasted properly, and then go back and go over it with glue. It's just kind of pointless. If you drag it all and do it all at the same time, you're going to get done ballasting immediately, which is very, very effective and very, very efficient as well, which was my idea. You gotta be efficient, and you gotta do it in a timely manner. Now, I'm pretty sure that's all that I have. Right. Okay, so that's all that I have for today. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and stick around, watch more great videos, and hopefully I'll get to go rail fending again soon. There's going to be an update on the layout as soon as I can get this track laid down. And that's pretty much it for right now. Goodbye, guys.